Hey guys, it's LORENLOROSA. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I have a guest. First of all, when I tell y'all I make my friends get on camera, literally make my friends get on camera. Javon is about to go to the airport. I'm about to take him to the airport. But finally, he's pushed his flight back, what?
3 times.
3 times now. A little persuasion, Asian goes a long way. But I think he had a lot of stuff to get done here, which we're gonna get into in the video. So by the title of this video, you already know we are about to get into. Y'all know I drop all the jewels about moving and relocating, especially when it comes to LA, and one of my friends is about to do the process. So let's get into it. So my first thing is I want Javon to introduce himself to you guys and tell you guys like what he does and why he's looking to move to LA.
Okay, so first off, I don't do cameras. I don't do pictures. I like to be behind the scenes. But anyway, I'm Javon James. I'm a stylist. I'm a product developer. I'm a designer. Some of you may know me from the Plastics NYC. So currently, I'm in the process of looking to move to LA. After our cabin trip to Big Bear, I thought it was a perfect time just to stay and start looking. So yeah, I've been doing that process.
How has it been? You went to, how many apartments did you go see?
I'd say about 8 maybe.
Are you glad that you stayed to see them in person versus just looking online?
Definitely. A lot of the places are trying to do virtual tours. And since I did it during the holiday week, it was a little harder. But I think I've seen a good amount for what's going on.
How are the apartment tours right now, like in COVID? Like, is it when you go into someone there, you just go by yourself?
They're doing, a lot of them are doing self-guided tours. So a lot of places you call, when you get there, they let you in and you go see it and they're like, let us know what you want to do.
I know we talked about like a bunch of different areas and people ask me that question all the time, like what's the best area to move to? I think it really depends on what you're trying to do when you get here, and sometimes it has nothing to do with what you're trying to do. It has to do with like what you can afford when you come and what you just want, what you want to spend your money on. So I live closer to downtown now. I used to live in the Valley area. The Valley area, you're gonna get more room for your money, but you're like really away from a lot of the like central like city vibes. So if you come from the city, like we come from like a city, even though we're from Delaware, and y'all be hating on Delaware. For me, the whole time living in my last apartment, I used to be like, wow, when I get home, I'm so drained and it's so quiet. All I want to do is sleep. Like I don't have any energy to like move. My new apartment, the lighting is great. It makes me want to get up and take pictures and do stuff. So I think that's important. Javon, you're looking in the downtown area.
Yeah, I want to be like in the fashion district. Like I'm just at that point in my life where I've had the basement apartment, I've sacrificed this and that, parking and all that. So like, I'm ready to do what I really want to do. So.
What's the hardest thing about figuring out an apartment here?
I would say definitely location. LA has a lot of homeless people.
Yeah, especially
I thought
downtown.
New York was bad, but like LA has nothing on it.
Nah, I think it's homeless. There's levels to homelessness in LA. Like you have people that are like in shelters, but like don't have permanent places to live. You have people that are newly getting evicted from homes. You have homeless people that are literally living on the street. Homeless people, like it's just, yeah, it's a big population of homeless people. And when you're downtown, especially in the fashion district area that he's talking about, there are a lot of homeless people just out in the street. It's really sad. It's called Skid Row. It's really, really sad. But when people come to LA, you see downtown, you're like, oh my God, downtown. But downtown is still so up and coming here.
The biggest thing when I saw the tents and stuff, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, is the government giving them tents? Like,
yep, and phones, and they drop off food. So what I, like when I first moved here, what I researched and saw was that like there used to be this like big facility of like kind of like an institution where like a lot of people live downtown, because a lot of homeless people too are like, they're in their situations, but like they're mentally messed up because of whatever they went through. But maybe it was drugs, maybe just a bad life experience. So they were mentally being taken care of at one point, and the government was assisting and helping, and then funding got taken from that and everybody got thrown out in the street. So if you realize like downtown, it's in a certain area, like what are you doing about like trying to figure out moving? Because you're moving with stuff, like you have a car, you have furniture, you have all that.
Well, as far as furniture, I'm gonna try to get rid of as much as I can. My main focus is really bringing my clothes. Like furniture and stuff, like I can start from scratch. It's cool. Another big thing is my car. I think that's gonna be pretty expensive. I refuse to drive.
Yeah, some people do drive though. I think it takes like 3 or 4 days to drive from the East Coast, but you can ship it. And shipping options, I think, start at like $900.
If I was still in my 20s, I probably would be driving, but when you hit your 30s, it's like, no.
I'm in my 20s and I ain't damn. Not happening.
Yeah.
Airplane me, please.
But yeah, just my clothes and my Black Friday sale, my Cyber Monday sale, that was like my big thing, just trying to get like really good sales so I don't have to bring as much stuff.
Like you kind of came here knowing like where you wanted to go, like how did you figure that out? I mean, you're in
the feel, the vibe, like I'm just at that point in my life where I go off energy, so yeah, that's what it is for me.
And you kind of know what you want too. Like you think that's important to move to a new place? Because when you moved to New York, it was college, like you were different.
Yeah, I don't know, right now I'm just really going on a vibe. It's like what feels good to me, that's what I'm going to do. Whatever I have to do to make it happen, that's what I'm going to do. So
how is it different than when you moved to New York in college, like younger you versus older you moving in? Like if I'm like 19, 20 watching this, what like how can I be preparing myself to move to LA versus if I'm like 28, 29, 30?
I don't really know how you prepare yourself. It's just living, like the things you go through. It's just like
not as facts.
Yeah, it's just like now it's just like you've been through the motions, so you know what's good for you. So
yeah, it's like having the confidence in it.
And like as far as like college and 20s and stuff like that, it's like you have to do certain things because you don't have the option. So, but now it's like you set yourself up to do what you want to do. So
you don't gotta worry about friends here because I'm gonna be at your house every day.
That's another thing, guys. I saw the building. I saw an apartment in Lauren's building, and she was like really pushing me to do it. And I'm like, no, like I need to have somewhere to drive to. Like I don't need.
Yeah, I think it's important like to have, because even with me and Mariah, like when me and Mariah lived together, like people always say like we wouldn't have been moving in together. We would have been in the same building. But when me and Mariah moved together, people were like, how's that gonna work? Like, y'all friends? But to be honest, we moved together at a perfect time because we probably would have got on each other's nerves. Like, knowing me and Mariah now, we would have got on each other's nerves. But Mariah was so booked and busy. She was like working multiple jobs, and her dance stuff started like taking off. That's when like she started going viral and all that stuff. And then I was working like 2 and 3 jobs. I was at TMZ, then I had 2 jobs at TMZ, and I was working at a club. So I was never home. Then I was going back and forth home anytime I could get because I was trying to like make money and people were booking me for events at home. She was teaching classes and traveling, so we would literally like, we used to be like, girl, I miss you. And we lived together, and now we live separate, and like it's like we schedule time to see each other. So it's good to like be able to see your friends but also be able to like take your breaks as well too. And Javon don't really like people, so he need his break.
I'm really introvert. I need to recharge. So.
Yeah, so if you move in here with a friend, I would say you gotta really fuck with that friend, because I think. But
even then, that's when things happen.
Yeah, like when I first moved here, I was staying with a friend, but me and the person I was staying with, my friend Tasia, we honestly got cooler from us living together. We weren't like close friends. It was like. No, my first time over here, I actually stayed with another friend, my friend Asada. Same thing. We were cool, we knew each other, but like we weren't like friends. But I could tell sometimes when like I was like, all right, I need to leave. Like we need our space a little bit in both situations. So yeah, you gotta navigate that because I don't know, you just need space. Like especially if you're older. Like now, like I'm 29, I just turned 29. I don't think that I could do, I would have to really need a roommate, like financially, to go back to a roommate situation. Not knocking anybody who does have a roommate at this point, because if it works for you, it works. But just having, when you do experience having your own space, like, it's just different. Like, and I like people, I like to be around people, but I do like my space. Like I'm excited, even though I love Javon, I'm excited to just lay here and just watch TV and like be in silence, like. And then I also, my boyfriend, well y'all know, me and D live together, so I don't get a lot of time where it's just like me. Sometimes I'll be like wanting that. So yeah. I
get all my time. I don't know. But since I've been here, Lauren has like showed me like how to navigate like manufacturing here, and like I was her intern earlier.
Oh, we gotta take that. We gotta take that fabric out the cart because Six is supposed to ride with me to the airport. He ain't gonna fit.
Oh, okay.
Is it heavy?
He can put it on his lap.
You don't know the level of his bougie. Like, I promise you don't know. He is not gonna ride with that thing on his lap.
But yeah, guys, that was a good experience. So like, when I do get here, I'm like already set up like to keep my business rolling and stuff like that. So I'm excited about that. I
really think that moving here for what you do, like with like products and manufacturing and like especially all, because you can make anything, like you're all different products, is going to like one thing moving to LA will do. If they're doing their business and they're doing it, they are serious. Like people are really living very nice lives here off of their business. And some people haven't even got to the point where they're gonna go yet here, but you see it when you meet them. Like websites is bomb, photo shoots is A1, and a lot of them, like I met people who like don't even have a lot of budget to put into things, but like they create it, so they just gonna hustle and figure it out. Cause there's so many resources here, like downtown. Like I honestly have yet to, I'm excited for Javon to come because I feel like I feed off of his like energy, like creatively. So like I know that like there's gonna be a lot more that I explore because I don't take as much time as I would want to downtown, because Monday through Friday I'm sitting here and then everything's closed. But like I know that like there's gonna be a lot more that I explore, like even with like interior stuff. Like I've been thinking a lot about that. There's a whole district down there of like flowers, rugs, curtains, upholstery covering, like just all this stuff. Like so I'm excited to kind of like, you know, get that, like, yay, my creative friend is here.
Yeah, and I think LA is bringing a new energy. I've been in New York since like 2009, and I just need like I need the sun. I actually like this daylight savings time over the East Coast right now. It's like, I don't know, it's different this year.
Yeah, it is. When I was in New York for your birthday and I came back here, that was my first time ever realizing it. Like, damn, it's so dark and angry in New York.
And then with the weather on top of it, like,
yeah.
So I'm excited.
COVID, you know our numbers is crazy here. Like, moving in COVID, like how do you, I guess your car's gonna be shipped, so you won't have to interact with them much. You'll have to fly, but it'll be covered and stuff like that. Clothing, anything you ship, wipe it down.
Yeah, it won't really be too much interaction.
Yeah. What are some like practices that like you think people should take, like just when they get here so they don't run through their money and before coming here?
Well, it's a little easier right now because COVID, so like I'm not spending money.
Yeah.
Like Black Friday, I didn't really shop like that. Cause like,
I didn't shop at all.
Cause like for my birthday I was shopping and I have all these outfits and I didn't.
Just sitting there. Yep.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. I think now is the time to like really build yourself, build your brand, focus on that, put your money into that. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
And it's been working out. So I think now is like the time to really like put your plans into action. Cause like when this thing clear up, we're gonna see who's the real FP.
Yeah, like
we're gonna see like who's really like, cause like when those jobs start opening up, those entrepreneurs, some people gonna be running back.
Yeah, and I don't like nobody that is not it's not for everybody. Like I feel like with me, like being a TV personality is an entrepreneur. Like you have to be a hustler, you have to be an entrepreneur. But at the end of the day, I know how blessed I am as an on-camera personality to have a reoccurring gig. Like when people say reoccurring role, like give it up for them people. Well guys, I think that's it. I don't really have too much else to say. I just wanted y'all to talk to somebody who's like in the process of it, because you know, I've been here for a little while, so it's, I don't know, some stuff I don't even know that feeling no more.
Yeah, and I'm like moving soon, like within the next 4 weeks, so.
Yeah. Aww.
And I haven't started packing, I haven't started.
So that's it guys, thank you for watching our video. We're about to go and drop Javon off at the airport. If you have questions about moving to LA, leave them below and make sure you subscribe. LORENLOROSA TV.